Back to my channel, the Ninja King. Today we're continuing with deku heavily in nagan sport. If you're wondering what happened to my previous channel, it is still there, but it's just I cannot access the account anymore. So I created this new account, and I hope the people that have subscribed to my previous channel can come back to this one. I have the first two parts in a in a safe box. Please don't check any betas. All right, let's continue. So where we last left off with All Might taking Victoria to the hospital. Was it the hospital? Hold on a minute. So I just came back and now let's continue this. Even though I wrote a script for this, I'm not reading the script properly. Let's continue. So when All Might took Midori to the hospital, it was not the same doctor that treated All for One. Why? Plot convenience. It was taken by Recovery Girl. It would be a much younger Recovery Girl than the original, but still Recovery Girl. So we look at the damage done to his body and realize that there is no damage, unlike the other two that All Might brought, Ichiki and Bakugo. Bakugo seemed to have head crack, and seemed to he was bleeding from it, also with his arms kind of getting messed up. Ichiki was drawn across, so she had a few broken bones, but not as severe. Like Bakugo's that literally had to face the problems. As I was saying, All Might, do you know anyone of this family? I don't. Well, I do knew them, but it seems like both of them have been killed by you know who. You're right, All Might. They have been killed by you know who. All Might then says, well, for one, we'll pay for this. You would say that if he was still alive. Can't believe that all these years it was this kid that killed him. It was his quirk. What is it called again? I got a list of it, and what Inka told me about it. It was called weapons creation, or gun creation. My presumption that he could create gun, but seeing what happened with it, I'm pretty sure that he could create more than that. I think we need to rename it to weapons creations. Sounds correct, but I don't think that would be important enough. This was his father's and mother's quirk. Inka lied about her quirk because, let's just face it, her family didn't have a great reputation at all. Her quirk was called manipulations, or atom manipulation. She can manipulate the atom of anything and change its forms. That is what allows her to make things come forward to her. She can also create weapons from those atoms, like swords and other stuff. She barely uses them. She can also create shields. And how do you know this? How do you know this, All Might? Recovery Girl would then say, as All Might then explains, I met her a long time ago. We became good friends at UA. She told me everything about her quirk. Even though I expected it to be something else. I saw she had a fire reading quirk. Definitely didn't go to Midoriya. Fire reading? Wasn't it fire manipulation? Well, yes, it was. I keep forgetting about it. All Might would then say, but now let's continue. What about the other two? They're fine. One has some bunch of broken bones, while the other one is, well, let's just say, is bleeding. I healed them both. It's gonna take time for both of them to wake up. So what should we do until then? I say, leave the kid to me. A feminine voice would then come. As a woman would walk in, she will have purple hair with orange like yellow like eyes, brown belt and a black hero. Her arms would be thin and widen up. Hey Nagan, what are you doing here? I need to take my nephew. She would then say, wait, your nephew? But Inko never mentioned me. Of course they didn't. You both have no similarities. How could you and Inko be related? All Might would then say, simple. She dyed her hair, wear contact lenses. As I said, our family didn't have that much of a good reputation. And you did say that, All Might, didn't you? All Might would then nod, signifying yes. Sorry about that interruption. Now let's continue. I'm here to take it. I met him before when he was a child. I really wish I could be there when his parents died, to save him at least. But what is about his quirk and weapons creation? It's kind of like yours, gun creations. You can create gun, that's correct. So you then form a pistol or a sniper to be more precise. But judging by what happened, I can say that he can create just more than that. I saw him create cannons and a laser, signifying that he has more capabilities with this. Interesting. Inkavan would have trained him about it, but since there, I left me with his custody. What makes you so? So we then saw the paperwork of her being Midoriya's godmother. If you don't know what a godparent is, if anything happens to the child's original parents, or children's original parents, or grandparents, or both of them died, they will go to the godparents. Now to explain why Midoriya is not going to his grandmother's house. First of all, to put it lightly, his mother is a criminal. Wait, what? His grandmother is more of a criminal in the underground before things changes. And in regards to the earlier family members they have, her brother, on the other hand, Overhaul, she doesn't know where he is. Because I'm making Overhaul her brother. If you have a problem with it, say it to my face. Oh wait, you cannot. So let me continue. Oh my goodness, so I see he will belong to you. And if you don't mind, I'll take him. So then think, good. All for once dead means that I'm to do with him. And I can also quit this hero association. I had enough of killing people. I see what then says, so when am I allowed to take him? We need to do the paperwork first. And can I keep in contact with him? He's the only other family I know about Inko at least. Fine, you can keep in contact with him, alright? Then walks up out of the hospital. And she rings up a phone to get another message. She then says that I need to retire. And she then goes to another killing mission. Mine among the spoilers here, but the Hero Association has assassins. I was shocked when I wrote it. But let's continue. And so I walk up seeing what seems to be a child. A mysterious mystic figure. Since says Kawagiri. As Kawagiri would walk to her. You disappointed the master. Why were you not dead in the battlefield? If it was my family. And plus, if Midoriya did get captured, I would have been the one that ended off one's life. I never liked that man anyways. So I decided not to help him. Plus his death happened. You failed the master, but you unleashed something way more worse. Kage would then open his collar as Miz then starts to cover around the head and lay him down. As he then says, remember, you asked for it, before he disappears. I'm not going to take that seriously. He's a Miss Teleporter. What can he do? As he walks away. Meanwhile, in the bar, he could be dead, Shigaraki would then say. I'm sorry, young Tenko, but he is dead. But there is someone else that can take care of you. As the doctor, aka Uchiko, would then walk into Shigaraki saying that I am the one that can help you after all. Uchiko would then smile. Shigaraki would then say, really? Uchiko would nod his head, signifying a yes. Kagiri would then think, this cannot go well. As Ichigo would then walk Shigaraki to a lab, where he sees hundreds of what seems to be piles of quirks and teeth. You're too young for this, Tenko, but in 10 years you will be able to fit in here. But do you want a quirk or two? I want it. If I'm gonna kill the person that kills Master, give me it. Ichigo wouldn't pull out a syringe, saying that, alright, you asked for this. As Ichigo then does it, puts the quirk in Shigaraki. The quirk It allows him to search his area and allows him to see around it. And it gives him another quirk, Air Blast, Exclamatory, and Air Walk. A quirk that he took from All for One. Siguraki screams in pain. Too many quirks. I told you. My body so far can handle only 3 quirks. Those things can't give him one for all for one yet. Too much powers that he cannot handle. His decay quirk is already something. These extras are something else. Added. Now, when all for one's dead, this does leave a big hole in the heroes in the Society of Dark. And this lives with a mysterious person. News of All for One's death would then spread all around Japan, surprising many of the underground hero associations, and even the association itself. But this will label one group, slowly clinging to its power, now rising to it. This being the CA Hakasa, the Mafia. Basically, the Mafia. If 2 All for One's dead, this will leave a ginormous power vacuum. Now every building is trying to fill it, but only one group rises. As the fighting, no one. This group, CA Hakasa, would be led by an Oberhorn, a way more younger overall, basically the same as the Ganov. He is than the original, but still. Oberholm in this timeline doesn't see the quirks as a disease, but more as tools to be multiplied. His plans are going to be reversed. He doesn't want to erase all quirks from existence. He wants to multiply them to make them more powerful. Yeah. Let's see how that went in 10 years ago. Mirai would then wake up in the hospital as he would not remember anything that happened after he blinked out. Meanwhile, next to him would be the nagan. Mirai would look at her and say, "Auntie, you will at least remember me." She would then say, "So, I guess you saw your parents' death." Sorry about that disturbance again. Seriously, there's a lot of disturbance every time I film one of these things. But let's just do this. As we do here with me, see, kid, I'm a godparent, so as the responsibility as a godparent, I need to take care of it. Plus, I'm your aunt, so I already have that dignity. But really, Midori would then say, said I thought, oh, why am I being raised by someone? He thought that he would be put in an orphanage or be with Katsuki. And he didn't like that thought of being with Bakugo. So, Bakugo was a nice kid, but he was a little bit arrogant. Plus, Midori doesn't think that Bakugo would like him after, what he had put into accidentally. Wait, Midori wonders, wait, where's Bakugo and me? I want to meet you. Whoa, calm it down. They're fine. They're perfectly fine. Can I see them? Midori would enter their hospital room to see them laying there, unconscious. Well, to be more precise, Nishifi is standing there in the bed with a few casts and Bakugo with 2 casts around his arm. Bakugo, are you okay? I'm fine, Midori. Bakugo would then say, that's the choice to move his arms. My arms are a little bit broken, but recovery girl said that he will heal over time. The boat did start to laugh a little bit. But Mitsuki then comes to a serious question. Kid, your parents are dead. So as my responsibility as your mother's friend, I'm going to adopt you. Actually, think again. Mitsuki will look up to see Lady Nagan. And who are you? I'm his aunt. Okay. Her godfather. Also Midori's godmother. So, my responsibility is to take him. Oh, I see. Mitsuki would then say, a little bit shocked because, he sees her now expect Inka to anything. Wait, she looked at him like Inka. I will explain the story to you later on. But I will explain it to you. and I'm gonna end it off here. How do you guys like this part plus my new channel? I actually did not expect this to go this far, but okay. Also like, comment, share and subscribe. Please comment because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Bye.